They've got a very solid T side as well. They can really put on the pressure and crack open sights, so we have to see more of that here.
Snax starts it all off with the frag onto Cage and B, and already TSM working the uphill battle. Taz gonna follow up as well, Neo too. And all of a sudden it's just Carrigan left.
I'm convinced that it's going to be like this for the players as well. They just can't hear a damn thing of what's going on, so they're just running around on the map, just trying to get something done.
Look at that!
What a sneak! What a fake! What a fake!
I'm not really sure if Snax heard that at all. I mean, normally he would have heard that, but
are you kidding?
Carrigan's gonna get a free bump plan here.
Oh, he's gonna get it as well. He can't stop it. Neo, he's gotta be so frustrated. There's the pop flash. Neo turns away in time. He's not going to eat that one. And it is going to be the headshot there for Carrigan. He continues to deliver round after round. Pistol after pistol. Going for the frags, but he's not going to get it this time around. Pasha will shut him out. But this crowd is absolutely insane, dude.
They've come alive with the Thundersticks. And, well, TSM salvaging around that went absolutely dreadful for them. That couldn't have gone worse, really, until Carrigan somehow makes it up through Arch into CT spawn and all of a sudden an open B site.
Yeah, that was just wild. I mean, there you go. Talk about a save, because that could have been a clean shutout for Virtus.pro.
Yeah.
Completely annihilating the offense. TSM just didn't get anything done until Carrigan was there to save the day and actually get a bomb plant. They might be having a bit of a powwow right now because Carrigan is currently sitting over in T-spawn. I mean, this is the eco round. P250s have been bought up by TSM, but they know they're going to be buying in the next round.
Yeah, and what's interesting with the SMG update is the fact that, well, since Virtus.pro actually opted to go for SMGs and Mag 7s, if they don't get several kills, they're not going to be able to buy up and get actual calls. So advantage TSM all of a sudden in that round when they get the opportunity to buy up.
No Pasha.
He does pick up the frag.
He's going to be able to find Dupree there. Flash goes into that B site. Neo's going to be holding. Snax is there with the crossfire as well, and they're just going to completely shut this down. Neo even stepping in with a P2K kill at the end. Taz will find the kill, and that's a lot of money going in VP's pocket. One kill, one shotty kill, a whole bunch of rifle kills, including a pistol. But there we go. VP, they have the start that they were looking for on this map. Pistol and the second round has been survived, but now we go into the buy round, and you're right, Ben. It's going to get a little tricky here. And VP, they don't even upgrade. They stick with the SMGs and a shotgun on Pasha.
And this could be the downfall. Obviously, they're saving a bunch of money with this way, so even if they lose this round, they should be able to get a pretty good buy the following round. But what? TSM here. This is their early chance to get into the game.
This is wild. This is wild, and this could be off of, I mean, this could be it. The moments that VP have been waiting for to bust out how effective these SMGs are could be viable here. I mean, we know that the UMP is viable, but the MP7 is not something we've seen held on to at all.
No, we saw Bialy being forced to use it a couple of times on Cobblestone. I mean, it worked out okay. He picked up a frag here and there, but it's probably not the weapon of choice going into a buy round from TSM.
Certainly not. Certainly not. This is so interesting. Now we have to see how this develops, though, with 50 seconds left. Nades have been used on TSM, however, so they're going to start running out of time, but the flash up to mid, and that's going to be the peek behind it, straight out of Boiler, and they're going to wrap right around through Arch. Pasha's here with that MC, with that Swag 7, though. And they get slowed down, though. Smoke, and they're kind of just stuck here now at the top of mid.
Yeah, and I think that initially was meant to be a B split, but since they didn't get anywhere in mid, they're just going to have to, well, reconvene in mid and try for that A bomb site. And it actually might work out because Snax is still towards that B bomb site.
Yeah, this could actually work. They do have 3 guys here, however. Bialy steps forward with the MP7. He's going to get one. Taz steps in as well. And it's just a quick succession of trades, but there we go. TSM come out ahead. Dupree gets the kill on the Pasha, and there's the bomb plant for TSM. Snax and Neo, now the remaining 2 members for Virtus.pro, closing in on this site. If they can get a kill fast, they can turn it around, but Snax is going to be the last man standing here for the Polish team, and not for long. The Vice just ends him, and TSM in the 3rd round, they win it.
Yeah. But here we have the scenario where, well, even though Virtus.pro actually lost that round, they're going to have the money to buy, well, get a fairly decent buy. Snax is the only one who kind of has to skimp. He's going to go with an M4 silencer and no head armor, but that doesn't really matter because he's up against AKs anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I'm actually surprised that we see so much helmet armor on Virtus.pro. They could just completely skip the helmet armor and get a couple of extra nades to work with. So that's a smoke right there.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the worrying part for VP, because even though they get the weaponry they need, they don't really have the grenades to hold off. And if TSM notice that, again, they can starve them out.
Yeah, and look, I mean, no flashes left here either. So VP, you can see this is why it's prompting these quick rotations out of them. They're scared right now. They know that they don't really have the gear to stop an aggressive push, so they kind of have to gamble a little bit and hope that TSM are going to get antsy and start pushing into a site that they're going to be just stacked up on.
Yeah, and this is also one thing that Virtus.pro really enjoys doing, simply because they have so much faith in Neo, leaving him alone on that B bomb side. And every team in the world who's ever played versus VP or watched VP knows that by now, that Neo plays that B bomb side alone, but so few teams actually take it to him. But it seems like TSM are actually going to try their luck.
Yeah, and catching out Kerrigan alone, not spotting anybody else. Snax has already rotated back to that B site, so it's not going to be that crossfire setup here for Virtus.pro. But there are the flashes. Incendiary is the only thing that Pasha has, but he's too late to the party. They're going to be able to go crashing into this site here. No kills, however, for TSM. They haven't found anybody yet, and instead it's going to be a quick trade. Neo does manage to take somebody with him, though, and that's going to make things look pretty good here for VP. 20 seconds left, and they're going to be able to get this bomb plant down, but it's just a battle, the all-out duel. Sipnix through the smoke is going to take out Pasha. That's going to open things up wide. 3-on-3 hold now, and it comes down to whether TSM can land the shots or not. Device holding on the edge of the smoke as well. Dangerous game that he's playing. There's the flash, and he's going to get it point blank. Bialy goes running right into him. They return the frag, though. Snax peeks out, and it's down to Sipnix. And the man holding him banana, that's Dupree. And we can see just how little they can see there. Taz is not going to be able to do it. Taz, in fact, picks up the double kill. Walks in single-handedly, cleaning up the defense. And TSM are done with it. Taz has the kit, and he's just going to have the time to get that defuse. And there you go, the bounce back from VP.
No, right back into it, but... well, with that plum plant, TSM could potentially force buy, and that's exactly what they're going to do. So they're going to stack up on AKs, Tech 9s, and pick up a few Molotovs as well. And to me, this is a big tell that they want to go towards that B bomb side and just have a barbecue.
That was like, I'm really surprised that Sipnix didn't get that kill onto Snax, though. When Snax takes that fight to backstab Device, who's holding on CT like that, that needs to be an instant trade frag. Like, that just cannot be allowed to happen.
You're absolutely right.
There are some like, it's just nerves. It's just nerves, you know, in these situations. And this time around, it really didn't play out there for TSM. VP, Taz in particular, held strong and got the job done for his team. Now they've got some control back in this half.
Yeah, and well, with this buy, I'm expecting to see a B push, and I'm expecting Dupree and Cajun to lay these Molotovs down, well, in the usual spots by Oranges and new boxes, and basically just bring it to Snax and Neo. And they're actually in positions where they don't have to move away from the Molotovs as well.
Well, now the push, and this is what TSM are so good at on Inferno, but Snax isn't having any of it. He catches out Kerrigan through the wood, and now they're going to look for Neo. They're going to find that headshot. Snax tries to flash his way through, pulls off an existence, gets a double kill, and Snax just wreaking havoc. A third kill for him. And that is it. TSM just get wiped up by Snax once again, man. When a smoke is down, you can never feel safe when Snax is on the map. Best they can hope for now is for Sipnix to get this bomb plant.
Then Snax might be looking at an ace here in this round, but ooh, Sipnix.
That was a cheeky shot. Sipnix is going to take out Snax, gets revenge for his fallen mates. 20 seconds left. It's ticking down. There's the flash through. Takes the fight with Pasha, but Pasha lands the headshot. Sipnix trying to do the best that he could in that scenario. Going for the win, but it's just not meant to be.
And that sends TSM to an eco right now. Otherwise, it's going to pick up a Tech 9, but he's going to be the sole carrier of a pistol upgrade. Well, as I say that, Cajun invested in a P250, but well, fairly meager eco coming in from TSM, and this should be around for Virtus.pro.
Yeah, this really should. You can see them really splitting up here, TSM. Looking to try and close in on mid, but there's an aggressive play. Pasha, much like TSM, Virtus.pro love to bully their opponents when they know they have pistols. This is like a hallmark, a trademark. This is just VP style. And the TSM have incorporated this as well, but VP are the team that just love to get out into mid. They know you have pistols. They're just going to beat you up. And Neo taking a bit of a fight there with Device, getting tagged up fairly low. Kerrigan has still got that bomb, but he's all the way back in T apartments. And this is almost like an impromptu timeout, essentially, that's happening for TSM right now, because clearly he's not intent on actually getting onto a site. I mean, 1v5, Glock in hand, 21 HP. They're going to use this time. They're going to make it count. You can see a little bit of a discussion perhaps happening over there, but they need to figure out a game plan here. He jumps right out into Taz. That's expected. And VP are up to 5 rounds now.
So good stuff for Virtus.pro so far, but we've seen leads like this disappear in a second with these two teams involved. So, well, hell, Cobblestone. VP had a great start to that game and, well, still got brought to the very end of it. And still, we don't have any AWPs yet for either teams. And, ooh, look at this. The aggression coming out from Virtus.pro.
Oh, straight up Na'Vi push. They're checking all the angles. They're looking for a fight. Are they going to get wrapped on? However, there is Dupree at top mid. Second mid, they're going to be able to push through here. And KGB wins out versus Bialy. There's a flank denied. Kerrigan in position to take out Pasha. And Taz peeking out into apartments falls to Kerrigan as well. That is not how that is supposed to go for Virtus.pro. And that's the risk that you run. If you get bogged down in mid and you're not able to get frags fast and get out, you can get flanked. You can get caught out.
Now, the only thing TSM have to worry about is not running into a site with two players. So they can actually, you know, bring out feelers. Actually, in fact, if they find Neo or just one member from VP, they can actually safely go towards the other bomb site, knowing that that's not going to be a place where there's two players. Well, they're going to take out Neo, might as well.
Now they're like, whatever. Wherever we go, there's only one guy left. And they're assuming right now that they just killed the last defender on this A site. That push is going to trigger it, but then Snacks from the pit is going to pick up 2 headshots. 8 HP left on him. They're going to get this bomb plant, but he's already done some pretty significant damage. If he can pick up one more kill, this would be really big. It would have a big impact on the economy here for TSM.
And you can tell TSM are just sitting there waiting for the guy, Cajun, in apps, to come around. And
he gets that 3rd kill. He takes out Device. Snacks is impossible to handle right now.
And Device clearly should just stayed put on site, really. Not really, well, not moved at all.
And this is all Cajun B now, but the bomb is not planted for him. Instead, it's planted for Kerrigan. And Cajun now has to go leaping out. Snacks hears it coming. They're so low on HP, both of them, but he kept it off the bomb. Cajun is going to save it, but you saw the hand there. The near facepalm for Device. Way too close. Way too close. Snacks doing just immense damage there. And you can see now it's going to affect the buy here for TSM. They were expecting to get out of that with 4 players alive, if not 5, and then Snacks just has to completely ruin them again. Another round where Snacks just does irreversible damage.
And in this situation where there are 3 players left, that's simply just mistakes from TSM being made. First off, Kerrigan should be able to pick up that frag. Device should not show himself at all, knowing where Snacks is, and he should basically just wait for Cajun.
Where's the communication on TSM? They had spotted out Pasha at top mid, and the Device backs into his crosshairs. That's, yeah, okay, well, TSM right now, they've gone for the, well, I mean, they've gone for the force buy, no surprise there, but now they're a man down. Virtus.pro have got some gear. It's actually really light on nades on both teams right now, so this is going to come down to that punch, you know, that punch fest, basically, that brawl.
Yeah, and actually, I'd say Virtus.pro are better off in terms of what kind of nades they have. They have 3 flashes and a Molotov, but that can actually do so much in terms of just holding your opponent back. TSM on the other way, they have to, you know, actually get to a bomb site. And there, the 1 Molotov goes out, so might be using these nades too early, actually, for their own good.
Well, they're just going to go for the straight-up balcony rush. Bialy is here holding behind Dildo, and he's going to be able to pick up the first one. Dupree, however, kills himself. And Kerrigan gets the return frag, but there's 3 players alive here. Taz is still alive in pit. He's going to peek out, remove Kerrigan from the map, and Virtus.pro, once again, regaining control of that situation. Just a solid hold, double hold in pit like that is just brutal to run into, especially if you're going off a balcony. There's like 2 guys in there you have to worry about. You're just going to be leaping down into certain death.
It's really tough to deal with, and well, Virtus.pro getting off to that great CT start. And they're just looking to continue on as TSM are now on an eco, and Pasha is going to peek mid once more. Not going to find anyone though, as 2 of the TSM members have already made their way towards Banana.
Yeah, a little frustrating there for Cajun B. Wasn't able to get quite far enough to negate that nade. I mean, pretty much a hard eco coming out here for TSM. $600 invested in this round on 2 P250s on Kerrigan and Dupree. So Virtus.pro, this should be an easy cleanup. This should be an opportunity for them to now actually get some breathing room. Start getting some bank going. Taz, however, is just going to have a complete and utter field day. Dupree is going to find a kill onto Pasha. Well done there by him. The Device now the last man here. He has to run into the blender. Taz continues to hold down on maps 1, and there goes the fake, but it's not going to be good enough. Device gets cleaned up, and Virtus.pro push on to 7 rounds. And only losing the 1 guy I mean, they could have been a little cleaner, but that's still, you know, acceptable losses.
Yeah, and especially because TSM have to double eco, which is not something you see that often, but they haven't really managed to build up that big of a, well, round loss bonus because they won that single round. So they're feeling actually, well, the downside of winning that one round, they actually got.
Yeah, I think they're feeling a little rattled as well. I mean, they always look tense on TSM's side, but right now, you know, you look at Device, he's just very dour, very focused. Sipnix never shows an emotion anyway, so, you know, hard to judge with him.
TSM gonna go straight up mid. They're actually going to find Taz as well, and this could be, well, this is a bomb plant.
This is a bomb plant. They were up in apartments aggro, and now Pasha, he's going to get smoked out. Bialy will be able to pick up one, and this is the flank coming through. Now Bialy on short just decides to take this fight straight up, and he's going to get overwhelmed by the Tech 9. Careful, Bialy, going ahead of yourself there. Now we go into the 3-on-3 retake scenario. Pasha doing some significant damage, and everybody is so low on TSM's side. They haven't picked up any guns to use either, but who needs a gun when you got a Tech 9? Device doing the damage. He's even going to get the reload. And he's going to get flanked out as well, not quite knowing where the shot is going to come from. Neo's going to round the box and take him out, and they will have time for the defuse, just barely. Or will they? No, they won't. They don't have a kit. Snacks picks up the kit late. Well then, my mistake, my mistake.
But how do you not buy a kit when you've won several rounds in a row? When you're this much up, how do you not end up buying a kit?
I think we're lucky that it wasn't Pasha who was going for that defuse without buying the kit. I don't think he could have lived through that twice. But my mistake for assuming that they had a kit there. I looked too late, and then it's, you know, before you know it, Snacks went and found a kit, but it was too late to come back onto that bomb. So TSM managing to hold out and play the clock just perfectly, keeping Virtus.pro off that bomb long enough.
Yeah, and that's one of those rounds that you're not supposed to win as if you're TSM. That's just a freebie that Virtus.pro gave away to you. And that could very easily be the deciding round, given how good these teams are on the CT side.
We'll talk about a breath of fresh air right there for TSM coming through on that one. And now they've got the AKs as well. They just go standard TSM style, just barreling through. They're going to catch the man out on the smoke. Almost as an afterthought, Kerrigan takes out Pasha. And now it's a man advantage going onto this A site, wrapping onto it from all sides. Taz crouches down, and he's going to lie down. Device finds the headshot, and it's only going to be Neo and Snacks. And they have to back off in this situation. They have to hold on to their guns. TSM know this. But TSM are so low on money right now. Do they really go out and hunt?
They don't really have the option to do so unless they want to potentially risk their future. But then again, how much do you value, well, your economical future compared to Virtus.pro's? Well, it seems like TSM is going to hold their own in the highest regard. So no hunting, and Neo and Snacks will be able to keep on to those.
They're going to play it safe in this scenario.
Yeah.
That's not, I mean, there's nothing wrong as well with that. In this scenario, right? You really, I mean, TSM.
They don't want to risk anything. They don't want to make an unnecessary, unforced error. And, well, off of that one mistake from Virtus.pro, that meant 2 rounds for TSM. And TSM knows that that can swing both ways. So every round you can get versus Virtus.pro when you're on the T side is going to be absolutely golden. That's going to mean so much.
And holding on to the 4 guns as well. Man, they really have the money now. So they have another buy round behind this one, TSM. That's so important for them. They cannot let Virtus.pro start to regain momentum in this half. If they lose a round, they have to punish them back hard. And Virtus.pro right now, look at this weird buy coming out from them. 2 pistols, full nades, 3 rifles. They've managed to just cobble together a pretty reasonable buy, all things considered.
They're just focusing heavily on getting the nades to hold TSM back for as long as possible and buying time for their own rotations. Which I think is a smart thing, because obviously it's hard to stop a full train of crazy Danes with AKs with no nades.
And there's a big information gained here by Neo, and they just continue to hold aggressive. They're going to go even a step further than that. Setting up that smoke. Device, however, he's having none of that. He's going to find the gap between, and he's going to get sprayed down to half HP. A lot of damage taken there by Device. But this is going to wind up on the A site, and this is actually going to work out for TSM, or they have a better shot at it, just because this is where there's 2 pistols. There's only a rifle and 2 pistols on this site, although Snacks is rotated over early.
Neo as well.
Look at Taz's positioning in apartments, though. He drops the bomb carry, goes out for more. Sipnix is there to stabilize, but Bialy going to be able to fall back onto that site. Snacks and Pasha rotating in, getting the damage in as well. Device doing the best that he can, but Bialy holding down that site. He's going to be able to stop the man from coming off a balcony with that bomb. That is crucial. Luckily for Device, it drops onto him, but Snacks is alive on short. He's going to deny the bomb plant, and Virtus.pro come through, despite TSM's best efforts in that round. I lied, Ben. I said they had a better shot with the pistols, but BO3 just decided to ruin their day.
I really did. But I'm a bit questionable about the decision from Carrigan to actually run in through connected towards CT spawn instead of just wrapping around Dutch together and join up with the rest of his team and play the afterplant game, because you have absolutely no information of what lies beyond those connectors. So instead, TSM just lose a man, and they wouldn't really benefited anything from picking up a kill in that situation.
And right, well, there we go. You know, it was TSM building up an advantage as far as the money is concerned. This is really what it comes down to between both of these teams, the money. Headshots are nice, but the dollar bill is more important in this case. And now both of these teams are pretty much broke. Very low on economy on both sides. So this is such an important round going into the remainder here of the half.
Well, barring a plant for TSM, this is for both teams pretty much one round equaling 2.
Yeah, they're both wrecked right now. Xyp9x is the only one sitting with any kind of money. So now we have to see decent nade count actually here on TSM, all things considered. Virtus.pro are the ones who are very low.
And unfortunately for TSM, they're going to opt to go for that B bomb site while Neo actually has snacks around. And this is a position we saw Markelov use from Flipside.
But 0 nades to work with here to slow this down.
That's true.
Both Snacks and Neo have nothing to work with. They've only got bullets. They got to land the shots. But Neo on high, crazy boost from him. It actually works. Falls behind second oranges, and now he can buy even more time. Looking for the peekaboo headshot, but he's not going to get it. Device instead will take out his teammate, and Xyp9x walks in as well. But the rotation is very quick from Virtus.pro. They could potentially be in here to deny the plant. Taz looking to do just that, but he can't get over coils in that smoke. Instead, it's Pasha who comes in through Banana with the AWP. And it's a 3-on-2 retake, and this is actually working for Virtus.pro. Flash into the back corner. They're trying to force this man out into the open. Dupree, however, keeping his cool, not peeking, just trying to buy the time, not giving this frag, and instead they're going to have to root him out, just trying to buy every single second that they could. But there is 2 kits on Virtus.pro's side, and they will have plenty of time for the defuse.
So even though they had no nades, they were able to actually hold them off, and that's what you said. They were able to buy time for so long. Neo surviving behind that second oranges for God knows how long. It felt like
ages.
Felt like a year, probably was something close to 10 seconds. But that was enough to get that first rotation in from VP and getting that extra pressure in on them. And not just time, but they also put significant damage onto the remaining TSM members.
Yeah, everybody was so very low on TSM sides. Like, you look away and you look back and all of a sudden everybody's near croaking.
Yeah, Pasha looking down the second mid to see if you can find an opening frag, but nothing's going to show for him. And, well, if only he knew. He was so close to actually seeing a bunch of TSM members. And, well, you can see Carrigan and setting up for a smoke here. And, yeah, this is very, very evident. It's going to be an A-take from TSM.
Xyp9x already starting off, but Taz just mows them down. Triple spray and nearly gets a quad. Carrigan is going to get annihilated, and there's BO3 just stepping in and imposing his will. Double kill for him to hold it down, and that was a big gamble by TSM. That was TSM really putting it out there because they spent everything they had on rifles. And now, well, they're going to go for just a full all-out Tech 9 buy. With one Galil to back at Xyp9x, that bank coming back to help him.
And apparently AD peeking is dead, but AD spraying is very much alive according to Taz.
Taz, what are you doing, right? He just stops them all from getting off a balcony. A wall of bullets, that's all he needs. You know, you got smoke, but then Taz is like, nah, I'll one-up you. 30 AK bullets, that'll do just fine.
And Taz has actually had a monster half for Virtus.pro. He's sitting on 19 and 6 right now. So, well, he's very much the reason why VP have 10 rounds at this point.
And this is what Taz is capable of. At times, he just comes alive for his team. Snacks with the AWP here in Banana. The flash comes through, however, he could get caught out, and they will manage to catch him. But then Neo decides to step in, takes this fight straight up, goes through with the 5-7, pre-firing that angle, trying to keep them back. And the flash has bought just enough time for him to reposition himself. Pasha, BO3, everybody rotating in. They realize this is the last-ditch effort, the all-out rush. And TSM, desperate to get onto this site. They finally will. And the bomb plant is about to go down. 3-on-3, make that a 3-on-2 retake as Dupree just annihilates Pasha. And BO3 and Taz, the last 2 members here alive for Virtus.pro, and they're split up, but do they stay split up? It looks like they want to double up, and I love this. Back it up, see if you can actually manage to get some kind of trade frag going into this retake, but they're running out of time. That smoke is just now clearing, and here it goes. It begins. 1 smoke, 1 flash, that's what they've got to work with, and there's the shot as well. BO3 with the headshot, Second kill coming in from BO3. They're turning it around. He's on that defuse, and Sipnix just barely manages to spray him down. Is there time for BO3 to get it done? It's going to be down to the wire. It's going to be so close, but he does it at the end. BO3 gets it. And it's an 11-4 finish at the half for Virtus.pro.
And just when you think TSM might be able to hold on to that.
This is just wild by Sipnix. Down to, I mean, he had 1 bullet left.
And 2 HP.
So close, so close.
And if you're TSM in that situation, you can't really get down on yourself. You forced sport, and it wasn't really a good force buy at all. So the fact that you even brought it that far has to mean something. You actually outgunned people with the lesser weaponry. So you have to go into the CT side, pick yourself up, and think that, well, this pistol round, this is ours.
Yeah. That's it right there. You have to just establish dominance right here going into the second half, but the chant is beginning already.
And TSM were really good in that last best of 3 to pick up pistol rounds. 6 out of 6. You can't do any better than that. And this is the time to bring that back into the grand final as well.
This is their time to shine. They've got the crowd, the home crowd here cheering them on, and now it is time to get results. It's time to lock down this pistol and begin the comeback. And they do decide to stack up Banana as well. 3 players here. It's just the all-out brawl with Pasha, who's going to be able to do big damage to Sipnix. He picks up a kill as well. Pasha is just this indomitable biceps flexing at them, and it's just too much for TSM to handle.
And that's not the start you want if you're a Dane. They still have a few nades on Cajun here, so Smoke's going to be able to hold them off, and he's most likely going to use that for the middle area.
And it's going to be the gather. Yeah. Debris, did he catch him through the edge there? I'm not sure. It might have been blood that was already there.
But Pasha
steps forward and picks up another headshot, though. And now it's 3 remaining members here for TSM. Sipnix so low. The smoke goes down to block off CT, and this is it. Sipnix needs to hit some godlike shots. Or device. That works too. But Sipnix is now on point, and it's up to him. He needs to buy as much time as possible. He takes the run and gun fight. He's not going to get it. Neo again through the smoke. And that is actually going to be Device through the smoke, getting the kill. But a 2-on-3 retake. They have the kit, but it's on Device, and he's only got 3 HP. This is Cajun now. He has to hit some godlike shots. But Virtus.pro, they've got the Triangle of Doom set up here on this B site. Smoke goes down to buy more time. Flash as well, and seconds are just ticking off of this clock. They have to get in here fast now, and what a shot. There's the first one. Cajun gets the second, and is he gonna get the third? Neo hiding in the smoke, using that smoke against them. There's so little time. Device needs to get on it, but he doesn't! He gets the headshot, and they get the defuse! Device, with 3 HP, he lives!
But you called for the godlike headshots.
Thank you, Cajun. He delivers.
Should we just call him the waiter? Because he definitely brings it. I was rather cheesy.
I'm going to leave him a tip.
He definitely deserves one after that. Maybe, you know.
I think the TSM fans here are going to leave him a tip, that's for sure.
Yeah.
What a play, and that is how you come back into a round. Incredible hold there.
That has to be such a boost for TSM because, again, that's a round they're not really supposed to win. Not at all, but TSM bring it back. Cajun and both of the Voices frags in that situation were through smokes as well.
Yeah.
Just a crazy, crazy.
Wow,
yeah.
2 shots through smokes from Device.
Crazy, crazy round coming out from the Danes right now. Device and Cajun refusing to lose. Well, you can see a really unorthodox force buy here coming out from Virtus.pro. They've actually had 2 people drop AKs for BO3 and Snacks. So they'll be able to buy up with Kevlar and nades, and this is actually a really dangerous buy. This could do so much damage for them, or damage against TSM.
This is catch TSM off guard. Look at how passively TSM are holding.
Yeah, and the good part for them, the good thing for them is that the 2, I guess, weaker weapons, which is the MP7s, are both towards that B bomb site. So Device, having a proper Colt, might be able to do proper damage, but he can't go down instantly, and he takes a lot of damage though. He stays alive for now.
That's the important bit. He's going to find the angle there, and they're going to be able to split these guys up. They have to go running through, and the pre-fire through actually works. Device is gone, Debris as well, and it's down to Cajun. He gets the headshot instantly onto BO3. And it's the man advantage now going in here for TSM onto this site. The bomb is going to get planted in a very awkward position, and now it's all down to hitting the shots here. But Sipnix is going to make it happen with that MP7. They walk in, they get the job done, and TSM continue to press home. Virtus.pro with the risky buy, they flounder.
Yeah. So they're still not going to be able to buy up in this round, even with that bomb plant, because they invested so heavily. But they're going to be okay with that. The bomb plant, that kind of salvages the investment that they made. So they're not going to fall far off because of that. But Cajun staying alive there in pit, actually picking up a frag as well. Just securing that round for TSM. Cajun's been absolutely massive so far on this CT side. Well, actually quite a few more of an investment from VP than I actually expected, but well, they can afford it.
Yeah, this is just to even out their money. They're all kind of floating around 2,000 now after that buy, so they'll have plenty going into the next one, but they still have some gear. Problem is that really isn't protecting them from the HEs that they just keep eating here. Like so much damage, and they haven't even seen anybody yet. That's rough. That is really rough for Virtus.pro. But what could make them feel better is getting a shot onto Device. And there you go. Pasha decides to lift his team's spirits and get that kill. But Sipnix is going to decide to ruin their day. They try to wrap through on Arch, and he just slaps them down. Time to take a nap.
And Snacks does pick up Cajun, though, in the meantime. But Dupree's still alive in pit, so it's going to be really tough for VP to actually get a bomb plant down. And Taz is just sitting around hoping to find someone. He will find Sipnix eventually, but that's the bomb drop by Carrigan. And it's all on Snacks, and Dupree picks up his first frag of the round to close it out. And it's now 7-11, and do you smell something cooking?
Is the comeback real?
Could very well be, but we're gonna.
I don't know. Hold on, let's call Cajun real quick. Gaston.
Well, the first buy round coming out from Virtus.pro, and well, this is gonna be the real test for the first real test for TSM here. They have fairly good grenades all over the team, barring Dupree.
Yeah, Dupree's kind of having to skimp here. Virtus.pro, though, it's about even on the nades for both teams right now.
Yeah.
But they have the boost going here at the bottom of Banana. Sipnix is going to get up close. This renders the boost, ineffective. And so no real advantage gained there for Virtus.pro. Unless Kerrigan peeks out at top car here.
Yeah.
Fresh smoke goes down. Pasha, just the patience on this guy right now. He's still waiting for this peek. And is Kerrigan going to hold? Is Kerrigan going to peek out? Is he going to give this frag to Pasha?
But if he doesn't show himself, this might give Virtus.pro a full sense of security. So Sipnix is going to be absolutely instrumental here in Virtus.pro decides, ooh.
Oh, that's a sexy nade.
Was that actually the intention as well?
I'm pretty sure. That is sexy. Look at that. The follow-up spray onto it. He has to be trying to force somebody out from tree.
And maybe he's trying to save face. Who knows? But in any case, it works out. But it looks like VP changed their focus towards that A bomb site. And with TSM still with 2 players on B, this is a man advantage for Virtus.pro.
And there's the peek actually from Device on Arch. He spots out that bomb, so now they have to know. Rotation comes through from Kerrigan, but the entry fact goes Taz's way, and BO3 takes out Kerrigan, the rotator. Virtus.pro, they're going to be closing in on this site. 2 remaining members here. Make that one. Device, the last man, holding in the corner. First kill goes his way. They line up for him. Triple kill. And Taz is now very low as well. Situation is turned in the blink of an eye. 8 seconds left. And Device, could he have just pulled an Alu? He needs to get the quad, and is he going to get it? He is going to get it. 3 seconds. Impossible. The ace for Device. Talk about the comeback. It's like, Alu, you did well that other day, but hold on. Let me show you how it's really done, bro. 5 kills for Device, holding in such an awkward position at the back of the site.
And that double kill right there. Drops the bomb as well, so forces Virtus.pro down. It's just incredible. These TSM members are just stepping up round after round, bringing it back from, well, the brink of destruction.
Just wild, man. Just absolutely wild. But they're still going to just keep pressing forward here, Virtus.pro. They aren't letting up. This is, again, just to even out their money, this buy.
Yeah, and weirdly enough, Bialy's gone for a Galil without any armor at all, so his aim is going to be jumping all over the place if he doesn't instantly connect.
That is kind of wonky. Why not hand that over to Taz, who has like the helmet and Kevlar? Well, they're going to run through. Neo is literally fed into the blender. Sipnix is there as well. Mad spray going down, and that bomb is going to make its way into CT spawn to be gifted to the remaining TSM members. There was a team kill coming in, however. Kerrigan takes out Device.
Yeah, but they still hold control over the bomb site, which is the most important thing. Snacks does have that Galil, though, from Bialy.
Full flash, but Kerrigan holds his own. And now Snacks, last man alive here for Virtus.pro, 1v3, and he's alive in construction, and he still has 45 seconds left. This is the last person you want to have any time to play with. But he's going to be able to, he might just walk right into the crossfire here, and it's going to be Cajun holding that angle. Does not miss the shot. And TSM continue to press forward. Now we get to see if Virtus.pro can start breaking them. Because, I mean, all of these rounds have been so very close. Despite TSM picking up rounds, they still don't have much money. So it's still very close here. If Virtus.pro can win a big round, it's going to really force TSM into an awkward situation. Do they save? Do they buy? What happens next? So it's so tense. What a second map that we have here in the Grand Finals of Copenhagen Games.
And a ton of nades on Virtus.pro sides. They've got 2 Molotovs as well, and that might be to clear out, well, both pit and the noob corner there in mid. So many options for Virtus.pro, but again, they want to move towards that A bomb site. Didn't quite work out for them last time due to device, but well, they're going to get the trade kill onto Dupree, so kind of an opening in Arch right now, but Cajun's going to get locked in on.
Yeah, and they're closing in here, Virtus.pro, doing a fantastic job. Device just trying to deny that plant, but unfortunately for him, it was getting planted right beneath his feet. He never realized it, and TSM are just running right into it now. Sipnix has to back off, and Virtus.pro do a fantastic job walking onto that side and just dissecting the defense. We'll snip here, we'll trim there. Oh, all of a sudden the site is ours.
Yeah, the trade that they initially got at the very start with Dupree didn't really matter at all in the end because Snacks and I can't remember who the second VP member just working as a duo to take out Cajun and Pip because they knew that he'd play passively and well, unfortunately for TSM, I think actually the fact that Device was boosted up into the corner side that might have cost them the extra bit of defense. Yeah, that extra bit of defense that they could have used to hold back VP as they pushed onto site.
And what's worse is he had the read. He's like, okay, I hear the bomb getting planted. They're probably planting default because they have control of pit now. And instead, Virtus.pro are one step ahead. They're planting literally under his feet. Device never knew it. That's a brutal situation.
Yeah, and you can see the force spike coming out from TSM. MP9 on Carrigan. Well, if there's any time to show that the SMGs are working, it's now, but both of the members on the B bomb side are going to get taken down, so big opening for VP, but they're not really pouncing on the advantage they've just gained.
Oh, I mean, that was an attempt at a pounce. Probably had to tamp his feet a little bit more like cats like to do.
But while all that is happening, Cajun has pushed aggressively down into second mid and picked up Snacks.
Instead, Dupree still holding quad boxes. Nade goes in onto him, deals 40 damage. That's going to be rough. But there's the flank. Device, does he spot him out? Yes, he does. He finds just the edge of the smoke to work through. And Neo is gone. This force buy could be wonderful here for TSM if they can continue to hold. Dupree, massive headshot onto Pasha. And now there's the flank. Dupree is going to be able to pick off the remaining member there. And Kerrigan just showing heart right now. Winding it up. And this has turned into the outright brawl. What is eco rounds? What are these, right? It's just buy after buy here between both of these teams. Neither team just willing to give up. Neither team is going to break.
It's the most expensive game of chicken I've seen in a while.
Yeah, this is just wonderful. But VP continue to press forward. Now they're the ones going for the awkward buy, although TSM continue. What, Nai? Yeah, Nai is right. What? Okay, we got the feedback. Don't worry, guys. We're good.
We're good. And once again, TSM opting for that aggressive positioning in Banana. Carrigan taking lots of damage, though, down to 9 HP, so he's going to have to back off.
As if these two teams were cause enough for, you know, multiple heart attacks. Production decide to step in as well and give us a helping hand.
Everything adds to the tension, doesn't it? All right, now, TSM actually opting to go with Sipnix alone on B, and that's not something they've done quite well all that often. But it might work out really well for them this time around because, well, Virtus.pro, they're lurking about towards that A bomb site. That's a good nade onto Viali. Oh, wow.
Virtus.pro, I mean, well, Virtus.pro are kind of using a similar style. They're just kind of sitting in mid, hoping that somebody from TSM is going to peek on them.
Yeah, and you can see that the bomb, well, currently on Neo, is now rotating over towards B. So this is going to be a B split from Virtus.pro.
And it's looking like it again here. Device going to peek out. He spots one man going into Arch. He spots a second. He's countering him out. A third one goes through.
And Carrigan.
Oh, Kerrigan with the MP9 picks up the first one point blank. But then the 3 shots come through. Device is gone in an instant. And Sipnix as well. That ends that round. Good night, TSM. Cajun B and Dupree have to back off to hold on to their guns at this point.
Yeah, so even with all that information, TSM not able to hold on. That's just very unfortunate for them because, well, obviously they're going to have to hold on to these 2 weapons, but now they're in that awkward situation where they kind of have to force buy as well because giving up more rounds to Virtus.pro, never a good idea.
Yeah.
And you also want to make use of those two rifles that Cajun and dupreeh has.
They might be able to drop. I mean, dupreeh could probably drop like a FAMAS for somebody right here.
Yeah. That's best case scenario. But you also want nades, so keep that in mind.
Nades, what are those? These guys work without nades, man. They're all just mono and mono. Take the fight, win the fight, collect the round. I mean, we can, right now it's very uneven on the money. Yeah. We do have the replenishment coming through, and there you go, Kerrigan. This is the option that SMGs can potentially offer to teams now, a low econ option to really do some damage. If you start mastering the MP9 and an MP7 bought up for Xyp9x, this is it. TSM, they're putting it all in. The big round right here. 3 rifles and 2 SMGs, limited nades, and now what can they do? Can they stop the Virtus.pro, or rather the Virtus Plow, which has been revving its engine and is finally starting to pick up some speed here. Oh, what a great peek from Xyp9x though. 80 AD sprays down Taz, and that is going to be the opening here. Virtus.pro looking to follow up on it, but then the smoke goes down. Do they dare? Do they dare press through here? Are they that crazy?
And TSM, you know, managing the money correctly, so they're going to have one more smoke as well on Kerrigan, and he's going to put that out right now. But just buying so much time for TSM to try to figure out what's going on. And well, this time around, Cajun actually opting to play fairly passively instead of figuring out where the remaining VP members are. And well, that might be TSM playing scared or just playing it conservatively. But in any case, VP still adamant about going towards that B bomb site.
And they want to hit it where it hurts right now. And this is a double SMG hold, so we have to wait to see that they're going to work some wonders here. Kerrigan's going to start off strong with that MP9, but then Neo takes him out. Xyp9x is caught as well. Cajun B, Device not able to lay down the crossfire, and then Device gets caught out. Cajun B and dupreeh, the remaining 2 members for Virtus.pro, and Cajun, it's time for another round of drinks here if you're going to keep your team alive. dupreeh is gone, and it's all onto Cajun now. Another 1v3 clutch, not going to happen. Pasha ends it, and it's Virtus.pro up on 14 rounds now. TSM, their economy is wrecked.
It's absolutely wrecked, so this is going to have to be, well, SMGs and pistols. Kerrigan again opting for that MP9, and in fairness, it's been working out for him. He's gotten a kill. Every round he's picked it up, or at least done significant damage to the point where his teammates can finish it off. But 5-7s on the rest of the crew, and well, Virtus.pro have every opportunity in the world to bring this to match point.
And Virtus.pro not willing to take any risks right now at all. They will put one guy, it looks like, up into apartments. There could be a potential peek there. Snacks and Taz working in tandem there atop the second mid. Xyp9x already taking quite a bit of damage, and it's going to be Pasha. Random spray through the smoke, and that's a kill onto Kerrigan, weakening the B defense. You have the instant rotation coming out from Device, needing to plug up that gap. If Virtus.pro decide to push through, this could get nasty. But again, just random spray going through. Xyp9x is low. He has recovered the MP9, however, off of Kerrigan's corpse, so he will have that to work with in the round.
All right, now Virtus.pro is taking their time. Device and Xyp9x actually pushing out quite aggressively, looking to catch out someone from VP. It's not going to happen though, as VP has rotated over towards that A bomb side, and it's all on dupreeh right now. He's going to have to do something absolutely magical, because Cajun is rotating over towards that B bomb side, which is entirely the wrong place to be right now.
And a decoy going onto that site right now, just trying to draw some attention to it. Snacks nearly taking his face off, drops him down to 15 HP. Pasha has caught out Xyp9x. He's just laying a diversion because the real action is happening on this A site, and this bomb is about to get planted. Device and Cajun B, the last 2 remaining members for TSM, closing in. And there's going to be a battle in Banana, but Device actually wins it, takes out Pasha. So he now has an AK to hold on to here. And that's exactly the right call to go for. Back off, hold on to that gun. Could make a world of difference in the next round. That could be the weapon that saves you. If it's in the right place at the right time. Yeah,
and for Cajun as well, even though he's only got a 5-7, saving this for the next round means you're going to get nades. And you're going to have the ability to pick up a defuse kit as well. You might even actually be able to catch out Bialy, but just missed him.
Just missed him, yeah, the timing not working out there. They're slowly working their way through, and they are not going to find him. Device will be able to hold on to that AK for the next round. But Virtus.pro are 1 round away now. This is tournament point. Tournament point for Virtus.pro, and they've got 5 of them. And TSM, it's going to be the Hail Mary again. And actually a fairly reasonable buy behind this. FAMAS's reasonable number of nades.
Cajun actually opting to get a FAMAS instead of extra nades in this situation.
Yeah, they have a pretty reasonable count. I mean, with Kerrigan and Dupree taking the hit, going for 5-7, so they can guarantee a good nade count. That makes the difference here.
And again, the boost up from Virtus.pro. Not going to find anyone because, ooh.
Oh, that Molotov. That could actually, well, no, it looks like Kerrigan is just out of range. Looks like Kerrigan is just out of range. It's not going to be effective. Nade goes in to check out the, well, wood stacks pretty much, and that's not going to do anything either onto Kerrigan. So Kerrigan, I mean, so far the effective hold here in Banana, minimal damage taken. And it's going to funnel VP up towards mid, and they're going to start trying to take control of this position now. Good use of Molotovs there as well to check those angles, make sure that no lurker can kind of remain hidden and catch you off guard. And there we go, Virtus.pro now stepping up to short. They've got the bomb with them as well. 4 players here on this A site. And they are looking to be in position to actually balance off of this and start working their way onto the site. There's a double hold in pit, however, one on balcony as we can see. And then Cajun B with that FAMAS. It's going to come down to the shots now. 3 flashes, that's all they have, and Device is gone. Taz with the instant peek and the headshot. Cajun B decides to try and take a peek. He's not going to get anything done, however, and now the raps begin. Straight up from long. Bielli with the long-range headshot onto Dupree. Cajun only going to get the 1. Neo is going to remove him, and it's down to the remaining 2 members here, Sipnix and Kerrigan. 2v4 retake on the A site. Swaps out for the AK, goes for the fake, and there's going to be a man in library, but Sipnix has no idea. The peek is going to come, and just like that, both kills. And Virtus.pro, after losing to NIP last year, have come back to Copenhagen Games to reclaim a title.